playing of the national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the AWIHL game between the Melbourne Ice and the Adelaide Rush. It's going to be a fantastic contest between two big combatants of the competition. Both teams sitting above anybody else on the ladder. It's the Melbourne Ice versus the Adelaide Rush on top of the table. Melbourne Ice sitting with 10 games played, 7 wins and only 2 losses for the season. One of those losses for Melbourne coming in overtime loss. They have an amounted 22 points for the season at a 73 win percentage. And the Adelaide Rush, 10 games, 6 wins, 3 losses, and that overtime clutch win. They have racked up 20 points for the season at a 66.7% win ratio. And another game that's on this afternoon, the Perth Inferno taking on the Sydney Sirens. It's going to be interesting to decide who will be into the top 2. Adelaide really need to get those couple of wins going and moving forward. Plenty of scoring prowess in this game, though, and that's one of the things that I think the Adelaide Rush have really got to be careful about. Melbourne have 4 scorers inside the top 10. Ashley Aparicio on top with only 6 goals, but an impressive 20 assists. Shana Godfrey, 12 and 12 for 24. Danielle Butler, 9 and 9 for 18 points. Julianne, 11, 6 and 17. Unfortunately, she won't be partaking in the rest of the season. However, Adelaide have some scorers of their own. Molthana with 9 goals, 11 assists for 20 points. Aris, 7 goals and 9 assists for 16 points. But it was Petrowski last week who was super impressive in her debut weekend for the A-Dub, scoring 3 goals and an assist to rack up 4 points in her first A-Dub weekend. It's going to be interesting to see how she goes this weekend against the Melbourne Ice. It's going to be all to play for here. Bragging rights and top position all on the line. And we get underway. Adelaide winning the face-off. They're happy to dump the puck low and deep. It'll be Dufour in the corner to battle it out against Marinook. Adelaide keep it ahead of the blue line. Shot coming in, a backhander to start us off, and a great save early from the ice. Adelaide doing a great job of keeping the puck in their O-zone early in this game, cycling the puck well. There was Petrowski, couldn't quite get it. Danielle Butler on the puck now. Just tried to edge that one over the top. Marinook tried to go for the catch, but it's against the boards. Conlon just knocking that forward. Petrowski versus Conlon. That's going to be a great matchup. Here's Petrowski now in the corner. Conlon was trying for the forecheck, pressing hard. Here's Butler. And again, puck still in the corner here. Butler out to Conlon. Conlon just put that one into the slot, but there was nobody home. Adelaide clear it away. Getting back there is Moore. Moore just flicking that one. Melbourne will get a line change. Godfrey coming on, Brenning coming on, Cochrane as well as Raimundo. Puck in the middle now. Adelaide moving and pressing forward here with Molthana into the middle, off the skate. It was nearly kicked in to the back of the net. However, Venning just sent it forward just to cycle it. Here's Moore into the corner. Now Cochrane. Adelaide just sending that one forward. Aris trying hard. Here's Brenning cleaning that one up. Going out wide to Cochrane. Great pass to Godfrey. Godfrey improves the look, comes into the middle. Have a look. Godfrey with a shot. That one's deflected. A great save early. Adelaide lucky with that one. It was a great shot there from Godfrey. Cochrane put it behind the net. Godfrey picking it up. Great pass in. Brenning with a shot and a beautiful save. Venus tried to go to Aris. Melbourne keeping in the O-zone at the moment. Here's Cebulski. One of the speedsters of the competition is Cebulski. We'll get a stoppage in play. And it will come back. A great start early. 2 shots to the Melbourne Ice, only the 1 to the Adelaide Rush. So it's going to be a face-off on the right-hand circle. The puck was iced and Melbourne will have it in their O-zone here. Grigaliunas to take the face-off. Puck coming back. Just in the middle here, anybody's puck. Grigaliunas trying, but Adelaide come away with it here, and they push through Bedell. Bedell working hard. Assendelf with it and goes wide out to Dutton. Coming back. They're happy to stop and restart play. Everybody getting acquainted with each other early. Always got to protect the goaltender. Play back underway. Aparicio, our points leader in the competition, trying to press there, couldn't. Olub just sending that one forward. Puck behind the net. Cleaned up there by Pullen to Conlon. Pullen tried the backhander. Petrowski with a shot and a save. Rebound still alive. The puck almost goes in and hits the bar. And they all dive on it. That was millimeters from finding the net. Off the bar early. Adelaide with a great chance. So Adelaide managing 4 shots on goal here. To Melbourne just 2. Melbourne have been under pressure early. Raimundo battling away in the corner here. Ooh, puck battle going on there. Sandwich against the board. Aris came out with it. Aris with the backhander protecting the post. Saved. Be deflected. Here's Raimundo. Goes into the opposite corner. Adelaide still with it now. Been super impressive time in their O-zone at the moment. I think Melbourne would have expected that. Venus with a big check there. Raimundo just moving it across now to Moore. Out to Cochran, but it's stolen away. Shot fired and saved. Brilliant hockey from both teams at the moment. So for Melbourne, it's Carson in between the pipes. And for the Adelaide Rush, Archie Smith getting the job between the pipes. It's going to be a great goalie battle, that one. I think this game is going to come down to goalies and how many can they keep out? Because both teams can score. And we've seen already in this game, Adelaide are mounting 7 shots, putting a lot of pressure on this Melbourne Ice unit. Melbourne now away, right-hand circle, looking for it. That one comes back out. Dutton will pounce on it. In the neutral zone, however, flicking that pass across to Cameron. Cameron just happened to dump one in for Howe. Adelaide looking to get that one away. Cameron will get back on it in the neutral zone. Great use of the rink. They go out wide to Melbourne. Now Grigaliunas on it now. Stolen away by Cebulski. Cebulski happy to dump. She'll come off for the change. Sends Glass a mission to go and forecheck. Dutton's there. Dutton uses the board to get one to Cameron. Cameron goes further on the board to Butler. Butler will go back and just work into some space. Does Butler. Butler now on the right-hand side, trying to work her way through. Petrowski with a steal. Now in the O-zone, Petrowski with a great flick back. Adelaide pressing. Venning couldn't get it on the stick. Here's Aparicio. Aparicio hammering down that left-hand side. Great pass down here to Conlon. Conlon in the right-hand corner now. Petrowski hot on her tail. They go down to Butler. Venus against Butler. Conlon will pick it up. Conlon behind the net. DeFore shooting from the blue line. It was deflected. Smith with a save. The puck's still alive. Smith tries to dive on it. Butler tries a wraparound from her knees, but couldn't. Marnie Pullen will go back and pick it up in the neutral zone. Pullen pressing forward here. Great pass across ice. Smith patting that one away. Good clearance by Venning. We'll go all the way back. That puck is iced and we'll get a restart in play. So a lightning pace start early from both teams. Adelaide winning the shot count, 7-4 at the moment. Brenning to take the face off for the ice. The officials just not happy with the spacing. Out to Godfrey here. Godfrey just backhanded one to Brenning, and Brenning sent it goal bound. Cochrane will pick it up here in the corner. Has Ayres hot on her tail. Puck comes out to the blue line. Here's Moore firing away, but it's deflected. Now we're going to break away. Marinook one-on-one with Carson. Marinook tried to go 5-hole, but couldn't. Great work by Carson just to keep that away. Brilliant play there. Shot was deflected and Marinook was away. And Adelaide pressing again. Looking super impressive. Multhana to Ayres. Ayres sending that goal bound. It was deflected. Tahima on it now. Cochrane got a stick in there. Made it tough for Tahima. She'll have to double back on the left-hand side, sending it forward. There's more, but now Ayres has it. Left-hand circle. Ayres shot fired. Carson with a save. Ayres had the rebound shot. Tahima with the rebound. Now Adelaide cycling it. Great pass out wide to find Ayres. Ayres sends it into the slot. Backhanded attempt. Didn't quite get all of it. And here's Cochrane. Cochrane firing that one forward. Godfrey picked it up nicely. Godfrey just advancing it and keeping it in front of her. On the left-hand side is Godfrey. Eventually it was stolen away. They work here by Tahima. Starting her campaign off today in brilliant fashion. Multhana on the outer side. Dutton will come back with it. Lunn looking for the forecheck, but puck's past her now. Here's Newman. Come back here to Dutton. Dutton just shoveling it forward to Grigaliunas. Grigaliunas just waiting to enter the attacking zone. Instead, they'll dump. She'll make her way off. They'll change that line partially. Venus to Cebulski. Now we're out on the other side. Here's Bedell. Bedell happy to send it long. Dutton flicking it out of there, rimming one out, but Adelaide had numbers at the blue line. It was Venus. Great battle out there. Butler tried to get it going forward. It's 2-on-2 out here. If Melbourne can get it here, this will be interesting. Here's Butler in the neutral zone. Worked herself around one. Great pass to Conlon. Conlon firing. Archie Smith with a save. Brilliant play. Great work there from Melbourne to get that one out clear. Butler to Conlon. Face-off takes place. Adelaide win partially here. Petrowski trying to advance that forward. Managed to in the end. Marinook had it and went out wide to Glass. Back to Marinook. Butler cut it off. Great defense there from Butler. But here's Petrowski. Got around one. Back out here. Glass firing his shot, but it was wide. Puck deflected away. Here's Tupper. Now Petrowski against the wall. Petrowski setting it deep to 4. He's got to try and get there first, but couldn't. Tahima did really well. Tahima versus Pullen. Great physical battle. Petrowski put it down low. The teammates weren't there. Great shot, and it goes in. No! It was deflected. It went up in the air. And from this angle, it looked like it almost went in. Adelaide's still alive with the puck in their attacking zone. Holub sending a puck in. Ayres tried. Puck hit the back of the net. Puck just gets deflected and goes high up into the air. Another shot. Another save there by Pullen. Adelaide applying so much pressure on net at the moment. One has got to drop sooner or later. Here's DeFore now. DeFore trying to send it forward. to Brenning. DeFore still on it. Eventually Venus got it, and great pass by Venus to find Ayres. And Ayres sent it in deep. Puck into the corner now for the Rush. Trying to fish it out. Here's Cebulski. Tupper. Back to Cebulski. Cebulski put one in. Carson saving. And Carson will dive on it. So pucks on net early for the Rush has been the theme of their game here. They've managed a total of 12 shots on net early. 5 minutes of play. Tupper firing. Save, Raimundo. Cochran. Here's Raimundo. Now Cochran. Adelaide again. Cebulski firing. Carson having to save that one. Brilliant work by all. Play gets back underway. Out to the blue line here. Glass goes down low with it. Great 1-2. Glass got it back, got the shot on net. Carson saving. They'll dig for it here. And I've seen some fantastic games this season in the AWIHL, but never have I seen Melbourne under this much pressure early in a game. Perth have beaten Melbourne this season. They obviously took it to them and applied plenty of pressure on this Melbourne Ice team, but at the moment, Adelaide is taking them to an uncomfortable place on their home ice as well. Here's Merinook. Down low, Glass. Petrowski's got a chase here. Petrowski versus Cameron. Cameron managed to get it away, tried to get it to Dutton. Here's Glass in the corner. Now the half wall. Put that one in, that was deflected. Carson had to deal with it. Great defence in the end to clear it away by Cameron. Adelaide back here, and again, they're just going to get it straight back in their O-zone. Glass managed to get around Grigaliunas. Newman tried to apply some pressure. Here's Dutton. Now Petrowski, great pass. Couldn't quite get it. Petrowski firing. That was deflected away. Now Glass behind the net. Calm play here by Glass to sit on it. I like that a lot. Very calm and composed. Tahima back to Glass. Glass firing that one in. A fight for it here, right in the slot. Melbourne get it away. Newman just clearing that one. Getting back there for Adelaide was Hola. She sent it forward. Multhana dumped it. Dutton will pick it up. Dutton to Butler. Butler couldn't quite get the handle. Now it's deflected away. They go out wide. Dutton will clean up here behind the net. Great pass to Conlon. Conlon tried to find Butler, couldn't. Venus will pick it up. Venus went to Cebulski. Aparicio picking it up here. Aparicio dumps it to Butler. Butler looking. Butler firing. Great save by Smith. Brilliant hockey all round. Great work there by Aparicio to just to dump that one to Butler to give her the shot. And of course, Aparicio leading the league for points with a grand total of 20 assists and 6 goals. And with puck work like that, of course, she's leading the assists for the competition and points. Here's Bedell on the outer side now, pulling, trying to get across. Here's Cebulski. DeFore rimming it. Mitchell trying to battle away against Conlon. Won the battle in the end, but Pullen will be back here for it, stopping and propping and working her way around Cebulski. Now we're looking to go forward here, puck in the neutral zone. Now in the O zone, now just comes back. Sandwiched against the board here. DeFore finds Cochran. What a great pass. Cochran can get a shot on here, but just lost the puck. Now in the corner. Great defense by Adelaide. Here's Petrowski. Petrowski flicked the pass across the lung with an early shot. Great save by Carson. And the puck just made its way out over the bench, and we'll get a restart here. Right, the neutral zone. And the theme of the game for me has been Adelaide shots on net at the moment. 17-6. Huge amount of shots. Here's Cochrane. Venus to Petrowski. Petrowski tries to go across ice. Merrinell cleaned it up. Back to Petrowski. Petrowski on the right-hand side. Coming into the middle. Lost the puck. Godfrey will clean up here. Godfrey showing pace to go out to the right-hand side. Got it to Cochrane. Venus got involved. Godfrey still hustling hard. Has it now. Great pass in. But they just couldn't quite connect. Come out wide here for Moore. Moore got it to Cochrane. Harris battling away. Harris sends that forward. The captain was back there in Moore. She shoveled it out of there. There's a shot from distance, so won't bother Carson as she advances it to Raimundo. Raimundo back to the captain in Moore. Now Howe to Newman. Tried to go to Grigaliunas. Mitchell cut it off. Then she went forward here to Multhana. She puts that on net. Carson dealt with it. Puck rimmed out of there. Howe tried to meet it across the board. Adelaide advanced it forward, but Grigaliunas picked it up. Now out wide. Melbourne really using the width of this arena. Obviously, those tuning in from Adelaide know that their home ice is much more narrow, and Melbourne trying to really spread them. Dutton trying to get across, and that puck is iced, and we'll get a restart in play. It's going to go all the way down the other end to the O-zone for the Melbourne Ice. Great stalemate early in this game. It's what you'd expect, first versus second. It's been a great story for the Adelaide Rush. Finishing last on the table last season. They weren't here at Championship weekend, but they're right in the hunt this season. Now deep into the corner, looking for Cebulski, couldn't. Here we go, Butler away. Butler's one-on-one against Smith. And Butler puts it top shelf. The goal is awarded. Butler went bar down. Brilliant shot for Butler. That's where she does her best work, one-on-one. And what a brilliant goal that was. Let's take a look at that on the Skaters Network replay. And this Melbourne crowd absolutely love it. Butler just putting that one away, top shelf. Fantastic effort. Our action replays are brought to you by the team at Skaters Network. Skaters Network, ice hockey gear online, the biggest range of Bauer hockey gear in Australia with fast shipping Australia-wide. To shop the full range of equipment, head to www.skatersnetwork.com.au. This partnership is in conjunction with Bauer. For over 90 years, Bauer has set the bar for the level of quality, protection and performance in hockey equipment. Great partnership that just developed during the week as well. Skaters Network coming on board and supporting the AWIHL, which we love. So support the supporters that support the league and buy your equipment from Skaters Network. Here's Butler now, again, the most recent goal scorer on the outer side, just working her way in, getting around one. Adelaide Rush through Venus, get it out of here. Here's Petrowski, hungry for one. Petrowski firing, Carson saving. What a great glove save. Petrowski, we know, is so dangerous. 4 points in her AWIHL debut weekend. She had 3 goals, 1 assist, and those goals were in that sort of similar fashion. They were shots from a good distance. She's going to be one to look out here for this weekend for the Adelaide Rush. Here's Holub, firing that one in. Was caught in the end. Oh, backhanded shot. That one went wide. Aris had it, put it into the danger zone. Here's Holub. Godfrey got it out of there. Here's Harris. Adelaide applying good pressure. Multhana tried to go to Hola, but it made its way into the neutral zone. They'll have to double back. They dump the puck and set up defensively as Raimundo will go back and get it. Great pressure there from Tahima. Raimundo got it out in the end to Cochrane. Cochrane got the pass across to Godfrey. Really opened up the rink. Here comes Godfrey through the middle. Godfrey getting around one. Still has the puck. Now half wall. Into the corner. Back out to the point. More to Godfrey. Godfrey just couldn't quite get it on the stick. Holub will try and get it out to Lunn. Cochrane sending it in. It was airbound. Backhanded shot. It's in. Melbourne score again. Neela Brenning. The puck was in the air. It dropped and Neela Brenning just managed to shovel it in. And Melbourne now have two. Great goal by Neela Brenning. Let's take a look at this on the Skaters Network replay. Obviously saw that puck in the air. It comes down and Brenning just able to shovel that one in the back of the net. Brilliant work. Skaters Network replay brought to you by Bauer Equipment. Fantastic supporters of the AWIHL. Support the supporters that support the league. Get all your equipment from skatersnetwork.com.au. There's Venus behind the net. So Melbourne have two. Only had 9 shots on net, have Melbourne, compared to Adelaide's 19, but they've got the 2-goal advantage. Venus to Glass. Into Marinook. Marinook in the ozone now. Tried to get around, but Dutton. Great footwork. Here's Grigaliunas. Grigaliunas, real calm play there. Now finds herself in plenty of space. Just moving that one forward. Dutton. Grigaliunas. Here's Mitchell. Picked off Aparicio. Come off the bench. Here's Venus now. Aparicio looking to apply pressure. Tahima, left-hand circle. Here's Butler. Dutton. Shot fired. It's behind the net now. Cameron. Just overstepping that one. Cameron now in a puck battle. Here's Cameron. That one hit the net. Here's Butler now. Going forward. Tupper will get back there in defence. Conlon. Aparicio, right-hand side. Aparicio using her body well, stopping. Was brought to her knees and had to send the puck forward, but it was collected by Holub, and she got it to Tupper, and they'll go back to Holub, who'll knock it forward. Pullen and DeFore in chase. Pullen will go for the puck. DeFore will split and wait for the pass. But had a little bit too much on it. Conlon will get there. Great check against the boards there. Good physical game this has been so far from both teams. Here's Cochrane into the ozone. Cochrane stalking the goals, but ended up in the corner. That was great defence. Under a minute left here in the period. Godfrey, Sapulski in tow. Godfrey got it out of there. Here's Petrowski. Don't want to give Petrowski too much room. Marty Pullen cut off the angle. Petrowski was airbound. And a big check into the boards here. I think we're going to see our first penalty for the game. So Marty Pullen will go and spend 2 minutes. Sapulski was checked into the boards. Looks a little sore, does Sapulski, but she'll be fine. She's just clutching at a midsection there, but she'll make her way off the bench. So Marinook versus Butler here. Power play time for the Rush. This is their moment. They can get one back. 34 seconds on the clock. Tupper sending it in almost. Marinook almost connecting that one. Raimundo has to clear it out of there. Rush cycling the puck now. Marinook down low. 19 seconds. Out to Petrowski. She's dangerous from distance. Tahima, back to Petrowski. 10 on the clock. Petrowski setting it in. Raimundo just kicking it out of there. Any means possible. Get this puck out of the danger zone. 2 seconds left on the clock. It's going to end here behind the net. And there it is. The hooter sounds. That's the end of the first period. It's the Melbourne Ice 2. The Adelaide Rush yet to score. However, they managed a massive whopping 19 pucks on net. Were unable to find the back of the net. Carson doing a brilliant job between the pipes to stop everything. And this game is looking to be a great one already. Melbourne were lucky. They had 2 good goals. Butler 1-on-1, always hard to stop. And then Neela Brenning just setting a difficult shot home. We're going to take a quick break here on AWIHL TV, but we'll be back with the second period. And special guests coming up in the second period. Folks, make sure you tune in for this. We're going to have none other than the former Melbourne Ice captain, Sarah Dash, joining us here in the commentary position. So it'll be great to download all her information and see what she has to say about this game and where it can be won and lost for both teams. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with all the action. try and get it out to Lund. Cochrane sending it in. It was airbound. Backhanded shot, it's in. Melbourne score again. Neela Brenning. The puck was in. Now deep into the corner. Looking for Sapolsky, couldn't. Here we go, Butler away. Butler's one-on-one against Smith. The Butler puts it top shelf. The goal is awarded. Butler went bar down. Now, to the point. More to Godfrey. Godfrey just couldn't quite get it on the stick. Holub. Try and get it out to Lund. Cochrane sending it in. It was airbound. Backhanded shot, it's in. Melbourne score again. Neela Brenning.
This broadcast is proudly brought to you by the following partners: Nesuto Apartments, SportsLink Travel, Skaters Network, Bauer, and it's powered by Sportscast Australia.
extra work. What an amazing goal. How did she get that in the top corner?
And now it's Georgia Watts. Georgia Watts in one-on-one.
What a spectacular goal by Georgia Watts.
Shot early and it's gone home. It's there. Brilliant shot from Lindsay Clinic in the end. Welcome back to the AWIHL game between the Melbourne Ice and the Adelaide Rush. You're tuned in to the AWIHL network on YouTube TV, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. I'm Todd Morris and I'm joined by none other than the outgoing, we talked about this before on air and I've just bobbled that up, captain of the Melbourne Ice, Sarah Dash. Sarah, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
What a pleasure it is for you to join us up here in the commentary position. And thank you so much for being generous with your time. There's a major reason why you're not out here this season, and one of that is separating your time between family. Give us a little bit of insight into that. What sees you on the sidelines this season?
Yeah, well, towards the end of last season, well, in fact, during basically the finals weekend, I found out I was having a baby and, yeah, have an 11-week-old little boy.
Fantastic. Congratulations on that. But great for you to join us here today. And your little one, we can just see over there in the corner in the bar, just being nursed at the moment by one of the hockey mums, the Pullen family. Big shout out.
Big shout out.
Absolute sweethearts. So you'll be joining us here for the second period. Love to get your take on that first period. It was quite an interesting one. Adelaide managed to put 19 pucks on net versus the Melbourne Ice only 9, but they managed the most important thing, and that's goals on the board, which is 2 of them. How did you see the first period?
Yeah, totally. Like we were saying before, I mean, Melbourne, I mean, I love them, obviously. They're my girls, but we're notorious slow starters, and sometimes that really punishes us, and it really puts us in the hole. Gives us a really big hill to climb. We got away with this one, and I think in the second half of that first period we started to put a bit more pressure on, but lots of back and forth. I think we need to be probably a little bit more disciplined in our defensive zone, but yeah, we got away with it, didn't we?
Certainly did. Adelaide seemed to do a really good job at keeping it in their offensive zone there. One of the things fundamentally, what is it that you guys try and preach to get it out of there? What were they kind of doing wrong, did you think, the Ice unit?
Maybe not so much doing wrong as Adelaide was doing right. I mean, they're a big forechecking team. They've got a lot of speed, and we can start on our heels sometimes. And I think it was just maybe underestimating them. You know, when you're in first place, you get a little bit of confidence and not respecting that pressure. It is a hard system, a breakout. I mean, it's one of the things you do time after time after time, and you don't always get it right.
Here's Aris in the defensive zone in the corner. Adelaide just bobbled that one. Venus coughed it up into the neutral zone. They had to retreat, and now it's back into the attack. Raimundo, I thought, started this game really well in the first period, did Isabella Raimundo. It's been fantastic to watch her progress. Petrowski to Tupper. The two imports connect. Back to Petrowski. Firing. That one's left and wide. Petrowski will pick up the rebounds behind the net. There's Tupper out there on the blue line. Will eventually go there and they'll go back. Petrowski, some fancy stick work there into space. Goes across to Aris. And this is something that I've really been impressed with the Rush, the way that they've been able to cycle the puck. Petrowski firing, Carson save. That's something we didn't see from the Rush last year, was their ability to keep it in their attacking zone.
Yeah, it seems like they've been working on some systems. I mean, that's a pretty dominant power play. Good to keep possession and get some shots on net with not a whole lot of contesting by us in front of the net, which is a little note we need to take, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like they've been working on their systems for sure.
Marnie Pullen due to come out of the penalty box in about 9 seconds. Power play still here for the Rush. Here's Tupper. Right-hand circle. Now behind the net. Just coming out to the other side, creating some space. Marnie Pullen makes her way back on. We're even numbers here. And there she is straight away. Just clearing that one away. Mitchell for Adelaide here on the outer side. Going across to Tupper. Aparicio looking to press. Just couldn't get there with enough time. Aparicio couldn't quite connect. Here's Pullen. Aparicio's had a brilliant season, leading point scorer with 20 assists, 6 goals. Last season, didn't have as many points on the board. What's been the big difference for her, you just looking on?
Ash is just like a right place, right time kind of player, and that's not a luck thing. That's a hockey sense thing. She's played a lot of inline, just has a lot of game time under her belt, even though it's sort of a different, inline's a bit of a different beast, but gives you a real sense of where you need to be on the ice or the not ice, I suppose, if you're playing inline. But I think that we're just seeing that hockey sense pay off. She just puts herself in the right place, gets a couple lucky bounces, and just has a good awareness of where her line mates are, and I think that's a coaching decision as well. I think she's on a great line.
She certainly is. She's gifted to be on that line as well with Conlon and Butler and DeFore with Pullen as well. That is a great line. Took a little while for the team to structure that line. There was a couple of changes on that number one throughout the season. Adelaide looking to clear it. Conlon doing a great job trying to keep that ahead. Here's Petrowski. Got it across the glass. This is nice. Here's Petrowski in the corner, now behind the net. Great steal there from DeFore as DeFore clears it away. We'll come back here for Glass. Melbourne still under pressure here with Adelaide keeping it in their O zone. Venus goes to meet it ahead of the blue line. Venus, some great work, and Aparicio got involved, but Glass has it now. Glass into the slot. Sabulski tried, but Conlon will pick it up on the outer side. Conlon to Butler. Those two love to connect. Here's Sabulski. Melbourne changed their line. It was an awkward moment. Pullen will get back there, staying out on the ice. Obviously Melbourne on the long change in this period. And puck comes back. Carson has to deal with that one. Here's Bedell behind the net. DeFore got to stick to it. Timely manner. Tried to get it to Newman. Bedell kept it to the corner. Here's Venning. Venning putting it in. Oh, almost. Tahima was there. Pulling under pressure here. Just trying to muscle through Sabulski, but there's a puck battle against the wall. Everybody's in there. It's Newman, Butler trying to fish it out. Comes out into the middle. DeFore will pick it up. DeFore can be dangerous. He's got a wicked shot. DeFore gets around one, then goes to ground. Shot went wide. It was a brilliant shot. Grigaliunas with the rebound. Melbourne still here on the attack. DeFore put it in, but nobody home. Hassendelf now firing. Smith saving. We'll get a restart in play. Interesting set of play there, Sarah.
Yeah, I love to watch DeFore play. She's just a really confident player. You can tell she's played some university hockey, and it's great to have her experience and her just hockey knowledge and her confidence just to go end to end. I love to see it.
I have DeFore earmarked for probably goal of the season. It hasn't happened yet, but her shots are crazy. I would hate to be in front of those. Has that been the reports from the girls? I know have you trained with them at all this season? You have had time to get out there? Or
I haven't trained yet. I'd love to. I've definitely been involved this season, just sort of, getting the season set up and staying sort of connected since it's, we're just technically on maternity leave, both Riley Ellis and I. But yeah, I mean, she's a real asset. There's no doubt about it, both on the ice and off the ice.
Brenning. Just dumped that out wide. Raimundo getting it. And Raimundo first into the ozone. It's a rare sight, but great to see. Godfrey trying. Goes forward here. Brenning opportunity here behind the net. Has Cochrane. And went in the air. And cleared away. But Moore will come back and get it. Now, was there a ceremony? Did you hand the C over to Moore? Or is there a secret club, a secret meeting or something like that? If it is a secret, you obviously can't tell me.
No secret meeting. No official passing of the torch as such. GM's been a captain in previous seasons and has also been on leadership for the national team. She's a really experienced leader, and I think it's a great position for her, and everyone's lucky to sort of be in her experienced leadership.
Puck coming back. It's going to be cleared away here. No whistle, no icing there as Arsendalf will get back. Arsendalf just rimming that one out of there. Connecting with Godfrey out wide. Tahima working with Butler. Butler using the board nice. Here's pulling into the ozone first. Smith came out to meet it. Venus got in the way. He's pulling. Left-hand circle. Great pass in. Aparicio wound up. But it was a fresh air shot in the end. Cebulski looking to clear this one away for Adelaide. She's under pressure here. Puck comes back into the middle. Holub will get back here for the rush. So interesting juxtaposition this period compared to the first. A lot less shots on net. It's been played a bit more up and back.
Melbourne will be disappointed in that power play as well. Nothing really eventuated. Nothing looked super threatening, and I know that's something that they work on a lot in training that system. So need a bit more discipline. Everybody needs to sort of know their role, and they've got to click into gear on a power play a little bit quicker.
So Marnie Pullen will make her way off. Spend another 2 minutes in the box. She's been a bit of a goon this year, Marnie Pullen. Spent a lot of time in the penalty box. I'll the official number for you guys listening at home, but just as an observation,
Marnie's been in the gym. She's always one of our stronger, I guess, like feistier players, and I love her for that. She just will never be outdone in effort, and sometimes in a league that doesn't love as much contact as we might like to play sometimes here in Melbourne, sometimes that's the price to pay, but you can't fault her for her fieriness, I suppose.
So they dig for it here on the crease. Adelaide, puck still loose. Carson did really well just to get something on it. Godfrey has it away. Tupper with the catch, and Tupper's away, but there's a whistle here, and it'll be offside. Only pulling 16 minutes coming into today's game. It's less than I thought it was.
I'd love to check my previous stats, frankly, because I know I was the record holder a couple seasons ago, and wonder if she's even coming close, because I wouldn't be one to criticize.
Well, last season you only had 12.
Oh, what an angel.
So, Angel, yes, Angel last season. I think Godfrey led penalty minutes last season from memory. As Raimundo goes over. They protect Carson there. One of the things I love about hockey, the protection of the goaltender. They're sacred.
They are sacred.
So play to get back underway. However, you were a bit of a thug in 2019, Sarah. 37 penalty minutes.
I knew it was in there somewhere.
In only 12 games, 37 minutes.
Might have been a 10 in there. Skews the numbers.
Okay. Here's Venus. Back to Venus here at the top of the point. That one comes in as deflected. Physical contest now this is turning into. Great pass into the middle. Shot. Carson manages to keep it out again. Venus applies pressure with the rebound. Puts it down low. Here's Aris. Stolen away here, but come back. Venus doubling back. Venus such a tough defender. She's such a hard worker for the Adelaide Rush. She was such a stalwart for them last season in their losing season, but this year she's now playing with so much more freedom. That one comes behind the net. Petrowski will meet it on out on the other side. Petrowski on the blue line, then going wide. Here's Venus. Petrowski on the left-hand circle. Great defence in the end by Conlon. Petrowski still has the puck, just lays it off for Tupper. Adelaide cycle the puck here. They're looking good here. Marinook firing. Carson with the save. Wore that one on the pad. Brenning clears it out of there. Petrowski will go back and get it. Very interesting little period there for the Rush.
Yeah, I think Melbourne's getting caught on the long change a little bit here, and we're spending a lot of time on special teams, so pretty hard to get any kind of momentum going if you're penalty killing all the time and then not capitalizing on a power play. So I'd like to see things settle a little bit, but I don't mind watching a bit of back and forth hockey.
He's pulling. Butler tried to get involved. Tupper went over. Puck behind the net. Aparicio will get there first. Aparicio now on it. This is the time for Melbourne. Class working hard there. Aparicio just got the puck in, looking for Defoe. And we have a whistle.
Delayed penalty.
So, here we go. Power play time for Melbourne. Tupper will make her way for 2. Interesting moment here for Melbourne. Power plays last season weren't your guys' strength. It was more power kill, as you guys like to call it.
It's not a great stat to have more goals on your penalty killing than on the power play, but that's been, I know, a focus, I guess, in training, and it can take a long time. I mean, power plays are a combination of getting a system down, but also having the right chemistry and having the right people in the right place, and it can just be a real slow burn. So I'm not sure if we've got it just yet. Be interesting to see if we can at least get a couple of shots on net and get set up into something that looks pretty threatening.
Godfrey with a great pass to Cochrane. Cochrane firing, a good save there by Smith. Cochrane goes over. Good defence there by Venus. Cochrane got it down to Raimundo, but it's just beyond her. Godfrey will pick it up on the outer side. Godfrey finding some room. Godfrey behind the net. Great pass to Raimundo, but that was cut off. Godfrey in the corner. Godfrey backhanded attempt. Smith with a save. It almost sneaks past the post. Venus got it and cleared it away. Puck will enter the neutral zone. Moore going out wide. Great vision to see Godfrey. Godfrey with a good pass into Brenning. Venus picks it up here. Venus tries to get it out of there, but passes it straight to Godfrey. Now it's on the blue. That one just comes in, but it's high. Godfrey tried a little cheeky one to work it off the pad into the goal. Ayres trying hard. Defoe got it to Godfrey. Now Godfrey. Godfrey firing, but it was just over the top. He's pulling back to Godfrey. Godfrey's been everywhere in this shift. 24 seconds left on the power play. Talking about Shana Godfrey, what's it like seeing her in your team colours? It must be an absolute pleasure.
It's pretty funny. It's also pretty satisfying. You love to see a Sydney player in particular come across, given the rivalry. But I think she's slotted in really well. It's probably uncomfortable for her at first, but I think she's made a couple adjustments, and yeah, what an asset.
Defoe with one of those wicked shots we were talking about earlier. That was wide. The puck nearly went in off Mitchell's boot. Smith just managed to keep it out there. That was hard in your mouth stuff. We're back to even numbers on the ice now. Defoe to Butler. Butler just waiting to enter the ozone. That was close to being offside. Now they find Petrowski on the outer side. Here's Petrowski. She's dangerous. 3 goals last weekend. Petrowski tried to sneak it home. Carson with a great save and a bit physical here on the crease. And of course, all in the name of protecting the goaltender.
That's a real hockey culture fundamental. Like, the first day you step on the ice, your coach pretty much says you do what you got to do to protect your goalie. I do find there's a little less leeway for it here than in Canada, and every time we get an import, they get stung a few times before they learn. Can't quite get away with as much as you might have otherwise, and we might be seeing that happen with Defoe here. We'll see.
So Defoe was up and about, and Petrowski was there talking about imports. Petrowski was fantastic last week, and I don't know if you saw the Adelaide game, but she did manage 3 goals and the assist for 4 points in her first AWIHL weekend, and you've obviously seen her early in this game. Quite impressive.
Yeah, and not a bad debut. Yeah, really threatening, and just plays a lot of heads-up hockey, and something that we need to be aware about for sure.
So it looks like double penalties here. That's a fair outcome.
Not bad. Must have been a bit of retaliation, but yeah, the refs here watch pretty closely. You can pretty much bet there's going to be a penalty if there's a bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net.
And more, just having a chat to the Zebras. Well, Theta getting across there as well. So, 2 players into the box. Tahima and DeFore.
Saw more signal of 5 minutes. See if that's the case.
Yep. And the officials just letting the benches know. So 5 minutes for each. So this one, both teams, well, Adelaide really feeling the pressure here. 27 shots on net in basically a period and a half is huge, and they haven't got one yet. Venus to Glass, back to Venus, firing. Raimundo. Marinook. Marinook with the wraparound. Great save by Carson. Carson's been fantastic in this game. Carson's really been the reason. Here comes Godfrey. Godfrey trying, great defence in the end for a tupper, but there's going to be a whistle.
Ooh.
Here we go. Penalty time. Raimundo's loving it. Bashing her stick against the ice. She's wrapped with that call. Now, is Godfrey going to take it here? She did take the last penalty and scored beautifully on that backhander. I think Godfrey is going to take it.
Chatting to the coaches, gets the signal. I think it's all the penalties are a testament to a really, I guess, evenly matched fighting for #1 spot. I love that kind of hockey, and I like to see them let a couple more things go, but I can't complain about a Melbourne Ice penalty shot.
So, Archie Smith versus Shana Godfrey. Mono e mono. Godfrey has scored a penalty this season already in regular play. Archie Smith just getting the final instructions. I have to say, this is my most favourite thing about ice hockey, is a penalty.
Nothing more satisfying than seeing that cross go up above the head, because you wait for it.
Godfrey takes off from the middle, electing to go right. Just stalking the net. Smith in position. Godfrey backhander, there it is! It's a signature backhander! Twice she's done that on the penalty, and twice successful!
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I love that slow start. Just shows a lot of confidence, and I think puts a goalie on its heels right away. So that's a goal scorer's goal.
Let's take a look at that on the Skaters Network replay. Shana Godfrey with a brilliant backhander. Now, our action replays are brought to you by the team at Skaters Network. Skaters Network Ice Hockey Gear Online. They've got the biggest range of Bauer hockey gear in Australia with fast shipping Australia-wide. Shop the full range of equipment on www.skatersnetwork.com.au. This partnership is in conjunction with Bauer. For over 90 years, Bauer has set the bar at the level of quality, protection and performance for hockey equipment. Make sure if you're going to buy equipment, buy from Skaters Network. Support the companies that support the league. That deal was done this week, so big shout out to everybody involved in that one. Fantastic to see them getting behind the A-dub. Mitchell going out wide. So it's 3 now for Melbourne. Adelaide backs against the wall.
Not for lack of chances either. Carson's having a really good game. She's super switched on today.
27 saves already for Carson. Now, an interesting one looking at the roster. Piers not on the lineup today. Is Piers tomorrow? Do you know? Can you give us anything on that? I know that Best is down there on the bench at the moment.
Sometimes they just they take it in turns. Sometimes they might have a bit of strategy behind it. They might like to lead with their most experienced player, knowing it's sort of that fight for a top spot, but sometimes it can be as simple as alternating in this league. Melbourne's always a little bit spoiled for choice when it comes to goaltenders, and I guess that's a real luxury to be able to pick and choose who starts.
Here's Venus. Butler catching that one now. Butler looking to attack. Molthana pulling. Here's Butler. Butler firing. Great save by Smith. The puck hits the netting on top, and tough contest there after the shot. We'll get a restart in play. You're right. Melbourne's such a luxury with your goaltenders. I was asked about that on the the Hockey Hype Australia podcast, and I liken them to the Boston combo, Ullmark and Swayman. They're a dynamic duo, and Carson and Pearce, they're quite dynamic. They, what are they like in the change rooms together? Goaltenders, look, hockey players are interesting people already, and then goaltenders are even more interesting, surely.
Yeah, goaltenders always get a bit of a funny reputation as sort of quirky, their own people, but we're lucky both on the ice and off the ice in that everybody's like great teammates and no real quirks to complain of. I'm just a bit rattled because you led with the Boston analogy, and I'm a Leafs fan, so it's already a bit upsetting. So, especially in the goalie department, if you're a Leafs fan.
Correct. Here's Petrowski. Adelaide just applying pressure here, but it comes into the neutral zone. Godfrey working a magic. Couldn't quite get there. Here's Cochrane. Holub doing well. Holub on it now. Holub flicking that one out wide. Here's Petrowski now. Petrowski firing early. Carson with the save. Carson cut the angle off. Was a fair way out from home. Marinook back here to Petrowski. Petrowski's been brilliant today. You can only imagine a goal's going to come soon here for Adelaide as they dig for it on the crease. Puck's still alive. It's out the back. Getting across there is Howe. Cut off there by Ayres. Raimundo getting back. Raimundo clearing that one away. Molthana. Now Ayres into the middle. Tahima with a shot, but went behind the net. Venus at the point. Venus going out wide. Here's Moore. Moore, calm on the puck. Worked it out in the end, but Venus will collect. Venus, great pass to Ayres. Ayres advancing it on. Here's Tahima. Back to Ayres. Newman. Tahima will pick it up here in the corner. Come out to the point. Venning. Back to Tahima. Tahima firing! It was nearly deflected on target, but it was wide to the right. Puck battle here in the corner. Melbourne win out. They go forward with it through Brenning. Brenning into the ozone on the left-hand side. Venus, great work with the stick. Now Venus will turn defence into attack. She'll hold on to it here in the neutral zone. Then just dumps the puck. They'll change their line. Cebulski looking to forecheck. One of the speedsters of the competition is Cebulski. Great pass to Butler. Butler now bringing it in. Great angle there from Butler, but good defence in the end. Great hockey all round. Here's Aparicio. Aparicio tried to get it to pull it fired. Great work from Aparicio to find that pass in traffic. Now putting it in for Conlon. Adelaide will clear it away. Aparicio talking about speedsters. That was Aparicio versus Cebulski, and she got there first. Now, battle against the boards. Pulling to Butler. Butler just putting it into space. Got around Mitchell. Butler pressed against the boards. Mitchell happy to keep it there. Cebulski coming to lend some support, but here's Defoe. Defoe just working around one, but lost the puck. Defoe on the ground, just knocking that one forward. Conlon will pick up here. Puck parried away. Marinook against the wall here. 2-on-1, Marinook done really well to hold on to possession. Waiting for some help. Help finally came. Marinook got it back. Grigaliunas was there. Now into the neutral zone. Here's Pullen, has Godfrey on her right, but has to get control of the puck first. Rims that pass to Godfrey. That was a beautiful pass in the end, but Petrowski was there. Petrowski's been unbelievable today. She's been absolutely everywhere, and what a great pass that was to Glass. Dutton coming off the bench to meet it, but Glass still has it here. Left-hand corner. Got out at the point here. Holub trying. It's deflected. Brenning could get onto this one. Godfrey can get in some good position here. Brenning waiting. Brenning tried to sneak that to the near side post. Godfrey to Cochrane. Cochrane didn't quite get it in the right position. Now Adelaide can counter-attack here. Dutton great in defence. Dutton's really strong.
She is. She's super solid. She's put a lot of work in to play D and feel comfortable there. She used to be a forward. I mean, she's sort of a utility player. You can put her wherever, which is a huge asset, especially when there's a lot of competition for forward positions, I guess, in the country, and both in the and on the Melbourne Ice roster as well. And yeah, I think she's really found her home there.
So power play time here for the Melbourne Ice, as we see Kaylin Multhaner make her way into the penalty box. So Brenning, Godfrey, Raimundo, Cochrane and Moore will be the power play unit. Tupper clearing that away. Come back to Carson. Carson, this is a tough one to keep it alive. Managed to in the end. A little bit of a tussle there. That was an awkward one there for Carson, whether to kill it or keep it alive. Here's Godfrey. Godfrey firing. Great glove save. That was really strong there from Archie Smith.
Yeah, you don't want to take any chances with Godfrey, no matter where she's shooting from. I think we've seen her score a couple goals from a couple weird angles, so you want to respect it wherever it's coming from. But I think they've got a bit more time to let something build. They might be feeling a little bit on the back foot now, given they haven't produced much in the last couple of power plays. So might be taking shots when they might, you know, sit on it for a little bit, see if they can get Adelaide to fall asleep for a second and create a bit more of a, you know, high chance opportunity.
Dufour with a big shot. Smith with the save. The rebounds here, still alive. Smith is out of position, but luckily her defence was there to her rescue. Here's Butler. Against the boards here, 2-on-1. One in the end by Aris. Aris clears it away. Now, Sarah, we don't get to speak to too many players of your ilk too often. Are you coming back next season? I know I asked you off there, but is there a chance that we may see you out there again?
Well, I did say if they'd have me. There's a real competitive roster now. We've got a couple new imports, a couple new people we've borrowed from Canada who've made this home. But yeah, I'd love to come back. I'm just sort of emerging from the newborn fog now and looking to sort of get my fitness back, get back on the ice, and yeah, I'd love to be back. Now,
I'd be silly to ask, how do you think Melbourne's going to go for the season? Obviously, you have them on top, but who do you think plays them in the grand final from what you've seen this season?
I think a real compliment to the league is that it's real tight. It's anybody's league, essentially. I think probably from what I've seen today, I'd say Adelaide's in the running. Maybe Adelaide or even Perth from what we've seen. But really could be anyone, and I think that's a fun little element of this season. Now,
obviously, played the Perth Inferno twice this season, and it looks like a bit of a rivalry forming in that clash. However, this is the first time you guys play the Rush. Is there anything in that between the Perth and Melbourne rivalry? Because those games seem really fiery, steamy, if you will, Ice and Inferno together.
Let's see what you did there. I think Perth is one of our favourite teams to play. Even if it's just like second to this, I think it's one of the best rinks in Australia, so that's fun. They play similar type of hockey to us, really sort of hard-hitting, really competitive hockey. And then as soon as the game's over, they're some of the best, nicest girls. And that's what makes a game really fun, is when there's sort of no love lost afterwards. You play good, tough hockey, and then sort of have a meal together afterwards. And so a bit of a rivalry, but again, one of our favorite road trips, and they're a great rink and great team to play.
Sarah, once again, absolute pleasure for you to join us here for the second period. And any chance that you get you on the broadcast, we have to get you back because your knowledge is second to none. Maybe for the finals, we maybe have to get you, maybe down we get you ringside, do some interviews or something like that.
All right.
I reckon we can get you in the broadcast. We'll definitely work that. I'll put a good word in as much as I can, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we're going to take a quick break here. It's the Melbourne Ice 3, the Adelaide Rush 0. Obviously, when we come back, there's going to be 33 seconds left at the power play for Melbourne. We're going to take a break here on AWIHL TV. The Zamboni is out, so it's going to be a long one. So we'll join you back in 15 minutes. Welcome back to AWIHL TV, brought to you on the YouTube network, brought to you by the good folks at Sportscast Australia. My name's Todd Morris. It's going to be a great third period here. Adelaide find themselves with their back against the wall. It's Melbourne 3, Adelaide yet to score. They'll be up against it with a penalty kill straight away. There's Melbourne Ice on the power play here. Petrowski catching that one and going. Petrowski looking to enter the ozone short-handed, but Marinook goes out wide to Venus. Venus working her way through traffic. Great defence in the end by Dufour, and great use of the body, Dufour, but that's going to be a penalty. So Dufour coming off. It was great to listen to Sarah Dash earlier and talking about the imports and their adaptation to the rules here in the A-Dub, and I think that was just one of them, Dufour using her body. So Dufour will spend 2 minutes in the penalty box. Adelaide will release Multhana in 16 seconds. So this will be an interesting moment here as both teams are reduced to 4 skaters. Marinook versus Petrowski. Out to Tupper. Tupper down low to Petrowski. Petrowski firing, but it's deflected, hit the top netting. And we'll get a restart in play. So it's been super tough for Adelaide at the moment. They find themselves needing to score. They haven't yet. Shutout performance so far from Carson has been amazing. A 30 saver already here at the start of the third period. Here's Petrowski. Petrowski putting that one in. Puck behind the net, more. Tupper. Marinook. Put it into the slot there, but it's just bobbling around. It wasn't an easy one. So a minute 23 on the power play here for Adelaide as Dufour is in the penalty box. So Adelaide's still leading the shots count 30-22. Just haven't got that one in the nylon just yet. Here's Aris. Aris put that one into the middle. Just deflected away. Cochrane clearing. Tahima getting back. Cebulski sending it forward. Tahima trying. Multhana sending that one there. Dutton sourcing it out of there on the penalty kill. Godfrey cleaning up. Godfrey just working into space. It's 1-on-4. That's not going to worry the apex predator and Shana Godfrey. Penalty goal earlier from Shana Godfrey was brilliant. The backhanded finish. She circumnavigates the ozone and still has the puck. It was a great kill of minutes. Godfrey goes down, just clutching her ribs there. She looks pretty sore. She's not moving behind the net there. So Godfrey just down behind the net. She's now moving now. She looks to make her way up. It was a big spill and then she crashed into the boards. She's now on her knees. Crowd starts to rally. Mitchell and the Adelaide Rush doctor out to her straight away. Have a look at this on the Skaters Network replay there. She crashes in to the boards. Shana Godfrey just getting to her feet, but as she does, we'll mention, obviously I've mentioned it a few times, but so exciting that Skaters Network have come on board as our replay partner in conjunction with Bauer. Bauer Equipment. For over 90 years, Bauer has set the bar in the level of quality, protection and performance in hockey equipment. It's Godfrey's to her feet now. She looks good. The crowd rally around her. She'll make her way off the ice. Looking very sore though. So if you're looking for hockey equipment, head to skatersnetwork.com.au. Huge range of equipment. Make sure you support the supporters that support the league. Brilliant partnership formed during the week. All stakeholders are excited about it. And that's what we need more in the A-Dub. It's not cheap sending these girls all across the country to play, and obviously it's a pay-to-play league, and the more support the better. So if you're out there thinking about support, you'd get plenty of exposure, and it's a great network to be involved in the AWIHL. So play to get back underway. So the ledger as it stands, DeFore has 10 seconds left in the penalty box. And Langevin just goes in there fresh for a minute 48. So Melbourne Ice now to full strength. Power play time for them. They'll have a minute 40 of this. Here's DeFore. DeFore shoveling it forward. Marinook collecting it now. Marinook sourcing it out of there. One-on-one here. Petrowski versus Pullen. This will be an interesting battle. Pullen got to there first. Pullen just using her strength to keep Petrowski out. That was lovely defence work from Marnie Pullen. She rims the pass over to Aparicio. Aparicio just put it into the middle there. Dangerous pass in the air. Multhaner had it, and Multhaner dumped it. Aparicio getting back there behind the net. Here's Venus putting it in for DeFore. Butler. Butler working hard on the left-hand side now. Butler enters the O-zone, but without puck. We'll come back to Dutton. Dutton with a great pass to Aparicio on the outer side. Aparicio looking to go on net. Conlon tried to get it in there. Venus clearing it away. Adelaide will clear. 39 seconds left of the power play here for the Ice. Here's Cameron. Cameron using the board. Howe goes into the middle. There's Venus. Venus across to Aris. Cameron. Put it across to Newman. Grigaliunas. Now Howe. Howe into the O-zone. And there's a whistle. It's going to be offside. So 5 seconds left of this power play for Melbourne. And they had got their power play going in some of the earlier games this season, yet to be successful on the power play at the moment. Brenning to take the face off here. Come out for Cochrane. Cochrane with a beautiful opportunity. It was a great shot, but it was just wide. Cebulski with it now. Cebulski pressing on the left-hand side. Moore. Down low. Cochrane. Great pass to Godfrey, just in front of Godfrey. Godfrey chasing, Mitchell there. Godfrey stalking. Godfrey has it here in the corner. To get that one through. Here's Brenning, lost it. Godfrey cleaning up here. Godfrey has Cochrane out on the outer side. Petrowski just got enough on it. Here comes Venus, bursting her way through. Venus into the O-zone now, goes over. Moore having to get across there. Great work by Venus. Here's Petrowski. Petrowski with some fancy work getting around. What a goal by Petrowski! That was unbelievable. She worked her way through traffic and then put it in the top shelf. That, my friends, is one of the goals of the season. Unbelievable work from Petrowski. She is cementing her position in this league early. It's only her third AWIHL start and she already has 4 goals to her name. And Petrowski single-handedly trying to put this Adelaide Rush team on her back and lead them to victory here. Let's have a look at this on the Skaters Network replay. Got around in traffic and then bang! Straight to the back of the net. Unbelievable work. Great work there on the Skaters Network replay. Great supporters of the AWIHL. Head to skatersnetwork.com.au to get all your Bauer equipment. Great range. Here's DeFore. DeFore sending it forward. Venus picking that one up. Venus now behind the net. Adelaide starting to rally here. Petrowski with that goal, single-handedly just carrying them at the moment. Getting back there, and there'll be a whistle. But I'd love to hear all the Adelaide supporters on the chat. Get involved, get vocal, get behind your team. They're going to need the support here. Carson, 31 saves from 32 attempts, was putting together a brilliant shutout early. But that shot was unbelievable, and to get it past Carson, who's on fire in this game, makes it even more sweeter. Here's Mitchell. Here's Pullen. There's a little bit of a lull across here at the O'Brien Ice House, I think. Melbourne fans can really sense Adelaide starting to come at the moment. Here's Pullen. Melbourne have really got to focus here. Petrowski just slapping that one forward, but Newman send it forward, and Adelaide will get back here in defence. There's a hit back there. I think we're going to see a penalty here. So Archie Smith will come off. Adelaide here with the extra. They'll get it. Smith's off now. Tahima comes on. So Adelaide have extra numbers on. Here's Marinook. Marinook still in possession. This is good here for Adelaide. Marinook wrap around. Carson protecting the net. Great work there by Carson. The whistle was blown for the penalty. They'll bring it back. However, Venus looked like she had possession. So probably not the most ideal time for Adelaide. They probably could have built on that. It looked like Venus was there, and Howe will spend 2 minutes in the box. Power play time here for Adelaide. Adelaide really starting to press here. Here we go. Here's Aris. Venus. Go down low. Out to the top. Shot fired. It's wide. Back behind the net here. Into the slot. Tahima firing. Carson saving. Carson's been unbelievable. An absolute brick wall in this one. And Carson with another save. They all dive toward Carson. So just under 13 minutes left. 12 minutes 44 left in the game. Power play time here for Adelaide. They really need to score one now. Would be ideal. If they can just get within one with about 8 or so minutes left, they'll really give themselves a shot to even it and maybe take it to overtime. Or even if they can get 2 more, should be an interesting bit of play here. Here's Marinook behind the net. Marinook firing. Carson protecting. There was no room on the near side of the net. Here's Marinook. Petrowski firing. Pullen just blocked that one. Great work. Here's Aparicio. Aparicio, left-hand side, trying to work her way through. Aparicio did. That was crafty. Just hit the puck in midair. Petrowski had the advantage with a good edge and just got it out of there. Petrowski just sourcing that one. Tried to get it to Tupper. DeFore sending it forward. Smith with the save. Smith will dive on it. And we'll get a restart in play. So still 44 seconds power play time here for the Rush. A little bit of debris on the ice that's just picked up by the officials as we get this one underway. Brenning will take the face-off for Melbourne. Brenning versus Marinook. Here's Conlon. Marinook on the right-hand side. Puck gets dumped. Melbourne will be back there with Pullen. Adelaide just cycling it around. Venus with a great pass. Melbourne clearing. Tahima. Puck is iced. We'll go all the way down the other side of the ring. 3 seconds left of the power play here for Adelaide. So Melbourne will just treat this as normal. And Howe will come streaming into play in 3 seconds. Adelaide have it through Venus. And there's Howe. Almost possession straight out of the penalty box. Howe dashes across the ice to bring Brenning on. Here's Tahima. Godfrey could get across here. Lunn was hot on her tail. Dutton got it forward for Brenning. Here's Cochrane. Cochrane and Cebulski against the boards. Tupper. Now it looks like Cochrane is... They're all stuck against the board there. Cochrane against Cebulski off camera. We'll get back to the action. Here's Lunn. Tupper. Put it in to Lunn. Here's Tupper. Tupper firing. Carson, great work to slide across and stop that with her shoulder. Brilliant goaltending. Carson again coming up trumps for this ice team. Here's Brenning now. V Tupper. Tupper just sandwiched her way in there and out to Smith. And there's a little bit of a tangle with the sticks in the crease. And what a night Carson's having at the moment, operating at 97% save percentage. He's Venning now. Abruzio. Oh, great pass to Butler. Here's Defour. Defour around one. Defour unloading. Defour just missing. I will say, and I've said it many times before, she's going to score one of the best goals we've ever seen. Her shooting is amazing. It's only a matter of time. Here's Marinook. Going out wide to Multhaner. Defour getting back there. Defour trying to clear it away. Petrowski did well. Petrowski kept it in the ozone here. Petrowski's game today has been unbelievable, and that was a great pass. Looking for Multhaner, but Pullen got involved. Great defence work. Now to Defour. Defour just working her way through, calmly on the puck. Tried to get it to Conlon. Now Defour attacks. Defour gets around one. Defour, great angles and a shot. What a save by Smith to get a glove to it. Conlon put it in. Butler was behind there. Venus got it across now to Glass. Glass putting it low. Here's Aris. Butler clearing it away. Smith will keep it alive. Hole up. Here's Glass at the point. Great pass to go low. Cebulski with a ramp. It's still alive. Carson sits on the puck. Great work there by Cebulski, and Carson again just proving to be too good. She just lays flat on her back, catching her breath. Janelle Carson, what a game so far. 36 shots, a 35 saver. Definitely on par for a 40. Narsendorf versus Cebulski. Comes out here. Cebulski. Carson tried to get it. Puck still alive. It was spinning like a spinning top. Puck sent in here. Adelaide looked dangerous here. Melbourne have just got to get this puck out of defence. There's going to be a penalty. So, Arsendorf Hakala Arsendal will spend 2 in the box. Power play time here for the Rush. Great time for a power play for them. They've got to convert here. This is a big moment in the game. Puck down low. Now behind the net. Pass into the slot almost. Adelaide moving it out wide. Tupper. Petrowski. Back to Tupper. Glass. Left-hand side. Tense moment here. Adelaide look to cycle it. Out to Tupper. Tupper firing. Carson with a save again. Moore picking up the rebound. Marinook did really well. Kept it alive for the Rush. Marinook with it now. Marinook just sending it in. It goes in. It goes through the 5-hole. Marinook scores. They've thrown everything at Carson, but the one that was slow and trickled its way in finally broke it. It's now 3-2. Carson caught off guard there with the pace of that one. Let's have a look at that on the Skaters Network replay. It was a shot from distance nonetheless, but it just trickled through. So the rebound came. Marinook did really well, had it, and then just slid that one in. And it went 5-hole, and they scored. Here comes Aparicio, though. To answer back, Butler. Venus going over, and I think Venus may be hurt here. So great job on the Skaters Network replay. Head to skatersnetwork.com.au for all your Bauer equipment. Bauer, over 90 years experience in the industry, delivering some of the best equipment. Shot there. Smith with a save. Venus behind the net here. Molthaner just putting that one forward. Tahima will chase. So will DeFore. DeFore will get there first. DeFore working her way through. Brilliant game DeFore has played today also in defence. So puck dump low. Adelaide are really in this one now. Here's pulling. Cochrane. Cochrane firing early. It was deflected off Marnie Pullen. Smith saved it. They'll fight for it on the crease. The puck is out. Here's Cebulski. Cebulski surrounded by white jerseys. Godfrey working out of defence here. Godfrey flicking that one forward. Brenning to Cochrane. Just onside. Here's Tupper. Stolen away, Cochrane. Cochrane firing. Smith getting a stick to that. We'll go back to the neutral zone with Raimundo. Raimundo using the board. Brenning sent it into the middle. Rush will dump it. Carson just flicking it to Moore. Moore, great pass to Cochrane. Cochrane sourced one, looking for Godfrey, and just a stick got in the way, but it was a great pass. Good endeavour. Here's Venus. Venus just dumped it. Aparicio will pick up here. Great forecheck by the Rush. Brenning got it out of there. Here's Conlon. Conlon against the boards. Marinook. Adelaide building here. Olub send it forward to Petrowski. Petrowski spent it before she earned it, but then got it back and just fired one deep. Glass in the neutral zone. Petrowski comes off for Ayres. Adelaide will change lines here. Great pass across to Ayres. DeFore. Flicking that one back. Here's Butler. Butler now working hard. Butler on the left, has Pullen on the right. Butler to Pullen. Pullen puts it home. No, great save there by Smith. Pullen got the rebound. Cochrane firing. That was brilliant connectivity between Butler and Pullen. This Melbourne lineup's so dangerous. Their defence are happy to press up and act like an extra forward at times, and that was one of those occasions as Tupper almost had Glass out wide, but Moore caught it in midair. Moore will build an attack, but it's cleared away. Here's Cochrane. Raimundo now. Here's Moore. Brenning across to Godfrey. Godfrey firing early. Smith had to save that one. Buck still alive here. Here's Venus. So, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Adelaide desperate for another here. Venus tried a cheeky one, and then got the rebound. It was the impossible angle. No one sent in. Godfrey tried to get it away. Here come Melbourne on the outer side. Aparicio working her way through. Has Godfrey threaded the needle to Godfrey. Couldn't put home the signature backhand. A great save by Smith. And the Adelaide bench go up in raptures. They were wrapped with that work there from Smith. Venus going out wide to Venning. Now they work it forward. Melbourne clear it away. Tupper's back there. Tupper moving forward with it. Aparicio looking for the stick check. Tupper happy to dump the puck. There's a little bit of support there. Marinook against the glass. Conlon loses the stick. Marinook comes out with it. Good clearance in the end by Aparicio. Smart play just to get the puck out of there as far away from the goals as possible. Here's Marinook in the neutral zone now. Great work there by Butler to get it going forward. Mitchell's after going to go back. Butler's going to hunt her down. Mitchell knew it and got rid of it early to Petrowski. Now Butler looking to forecheck against Petrowski. They go to Mitchell, but she couldn't quite get it. Cochrane has it, knocks it forward. Mitchell in the corner here. Here's Butler. Moore. Molfeiner. Moore just getting it forward. Adelaide could be away here. They do. Here's Tahima. Petrowski lending some support. Butler and Tahima collide. Petrowski's bucket comes off. It was a fair hit. But it'll be a penalty. Big old hit. You just gives you that little feeling in the stomach when you just see the bucket come off. But Petrowski's fine. The worst thing you want to see is someone's head smashing into the ice. However, she's fine. She's up and away. Danielle Butler in the penalty box. Power play time here. Timeout. Adelaide Rush are going to call a timeout here. They're going to collect their thoughts for this last 2 minutes of play. Butler is going to be out. It's going to be a power play for the remainder of the game. So interesting moment here for the Rush. They've had their opportunities. They've managed 40 shots on net in this game to Melbourne's 32. That's been the real interesting statistic. Adelaide have had so much time in their O-zone. They've only converted 2 goals, and that's been to the work of the Melbourne defence and especially Janelle Carson, who's worked so hard in this game. So, just seeing some of that action earlier on the Skaters Network replay there. That goal with Danielle Butler, that was an absolute beauty. So, make sure you head over to skatersnetwork.com.au for all your Bauer equipment. Great supporters of the A-Dub. Support the supporters that support the league. So, minute 57 on the clock. Danielle Butler in the box for 2. Melbourne on the penalty kill. Power play time here for Adelaide. Adelaide need 2 to win, 1 to send this to overtime. Melbourne, well, simple. They've got to hold on for a minute 57. So the lineup that they're going with is Godfrey, Dufour, Aparicio, Pullen, And of course, Janelle Carson. Now, Brithio, face-off comes out wide. We're going to do it again. And for Adelaide, it's Petrowski, Marinook, Tupper, Glass, and Legeven. So Smith is firmly in the net yet, with probably an opportunity for her to come off in a moment. She's just watching the bench, waiting for the call. Here's Glass to Marinook. I think you do have to take that risk soon as the clock's starting to tick down. A minute 37. Here's Marinook. Marinook firing, Carson with a save. DeFore just clears the house there. Got to be careful not to give away another penalty here. That could really spell danger as Cochrane and Conlon come on. Godfrey and Aparicio off. Moore and Raimundo. So line change here for Melbourne. Adelaide stay as they started this power play. Archie Smith still in goals, but Archie Smith looks to be making her way to the bench. I'll keep an eye on that. That's obviously off camera. Smith is now about halfway. Retreats back into the net. Now Archie Smith comes off. Adelaide are looking for extra numbers. They're going to get it. Who is it? Multhana comes on. Adelaide with extra on the ice here as the goalie is pulled. So we've got an empty net. Here's Petrowski. Petrowski keeps ahead of the blue line. Goes out wide to Glass. Now Tupper. Tupper firing. Saved by Carson. Now remember, it's an empty net. Conlon looking to clear that one out of here. Here's Marinook. Adelaide keep it in the O-zone. Great work. Another shot. Great save by Carson. Extended the stick out and saved it. Melbourne clear it away. It's an empty net. We've got 50 seconds left. Tupper will clean up here. Aris comes on. Line change here for Adelaide. Now, they've only got 5 on in an empty net. Then Cebulski made her way on for the extra. Petrowski coming off. Tupper with a catch. 33 seconds left in this one. Marinook keeps it forward. Marinook in the neutral zone. 27 seconds. Here's Aris. Aris just banked one off the board. Melbourne have it now. Adelaide have got a forecheck here. Aparicio happy to waste time. 16 seconds on the clock. Puck stuck in the corner. Aparicio happy to keep it there. Comes out. Aris keeps it ahead of the blue line. 9 seconds. Aris fires. Marinook on the outer side. Marinook fires. It's deflected. 2 seconds left. Melbourne clear. Melbourne hold on. Just. They get home and they win 3-2. What a great game of hockey that was. Melbourne Ice hold on 3-2. Adelaide Rush were fantastic. Little unlucky. 44 shots on net. But for me, my player of the game, Janelle Carson, 42 saves, 42 from 44. Just kept her team in this one all game. Brilliant defense, great work. So the Saturday is complete. Melbourne Ice 3, Adelaide Rush 2. Can't wait for tomorrow's action. It's going to be an absolute cracking contest. But we've got another game this afternoon in the AWIHL. It's going to be Perth taking on Sydney. Gordon Goodenough and Doogie, Andrew McDougall on the call for that one. Make sure you're tuning into that one in about 25 minutes' time. That's set to be an absolute ripper as well. But what a game this was. Thank you all for tuning in. We had Sarah Dash there on the second period. Great to hear from Sarah Dash. And my name's Todd Morris. It's been a pleasure to bring you all the action. Big shout out to all the crew from Sportscast Australia and the people you don't see on camera. Benny just doing the camera operating. Oh, fantastic job as well, Benny. He's a big ice hockey fan too, so he was loving this one. We'll see you all tomorrow on AWIHL TV on the YouTube network, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. Good night.
Thanks to the following partners: Nesuto Apartments, Sportslink Travel, Skaters Network, Bauer, and Sportscast Australia for helping bring this sport to the fans. See you next time.